But here is Owen Jones on Sky News with, I don't know who these people are, Julia Hartley Brewer and Mark Longost. Owen Jones I've read quite a bit. He's but these two who repeatedly, for some like bizarro reason, they're just basically British pundits, attempt to sort of deflect from the homophobic nature of this. I'm not quite sure what their agenda is. They never get to that quite yet. But Owen Jones keeps sitting there in sort of like semi-amazement. Like, why are you bank shotting this?
Out of nowhere, he picked a club because it was full of people he regarded as deviants.
Okay,
That's why he attacked the club.
I think part of the issue is, okay, this is it's a hate crime. This is an act of terrorism. All accept it. It was an attack on gay people. Absolutely, it's horrific. However, my guess is this man probably would be as horrified by me as a gobby woman as he would genuinely. This is the thing. We don't know right now. We can speculate, but we don't know. We don't know how much of this is motivated by just his homophobia, whether that in any way is related to his religion.
We heard from his own
father.
We heard from his own father about his revulsion. Why are we trying to deflect? I mean, what?
Oh,
we are not trying to deflect. No. We are trying to reflect what is being said by the authorities here. And to quote, you've brought up his father. I'm now going to quote from what the Telegraph is saying. Mateen's father said his son, a US citizen of Afghan descent, may have targeted the gay community after becoming angry when he saw
this?
After seeing two men kissing in Miami some months ago.
Pause it for a second. So what they're saying is, there's no foundation to believe he had a problem with gay men. There's some innuendo he may have had a problem with homosexuality, but there could be other reasons why you would attack a gay nightclub at 2 a.m. Because we know in this country that the bedrock of America, the symbol of America to the world, are gay nightclubs. That it is so universally embraced in this country. For so long in this country, we have had this tradition of elevating gay nightlife.
The gay nightclub on a hill.
That if you wanted to strike a heart at America in the form of a radical jihad, it would be, of course, after the towers fall, all that's left are the gay nightclubs.
To be fair, also knobby woman.
Right.
Angry when
Why are you saying this?
After seeing two men kissing in Miami some months ago.
He may
have been angered by many other things.
I'm sorry,
since then,
I just find this the most astonishing thing I've ever been involved in on television. If he'd walked into a synagogue and massacred dozens of Jewish people, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying now.
We're not saying
You'd be
he's not
talking
homophobic.
about as an anti-Semitic attack. This was a deliberate attack on LGBT people. It was a deliberate attack on the LGBT community.
As it was on those people in the
Pause it. So, I mean, the point here being that I have never heard, and, you see it broadened into it, like, after the fact by politicians. But I have never heard of the media talking about an attack, let's say, on a synagogue as being anything other than starting with anti-Semitism. Yes, as you begin to sort of contemplate the meaning of it, you hear the speeches afterwards, you hear like, this is an attack on all of us. Because this is, part of the fabric of our society. That we are a society that respects religious differences or something. It's just very strange that they don't want. You homosexuals can't own this. We all it's an attack on all of us.
Fair enough. Okay, yes.
Wait, and that's where they go, right? Wait, here we go. Listen.
Bizarre. We are trying to draw parallels in terrorist attacks on people who are being attacked, whether they are enjoying rock music in Paris, whether they are gay people in Florida enjoying a night out.
This was
Pause it. See, there it is. They're desperately trying to draw parallels. They're desperately trying to draw parallels. That's what they're doing.
On LGBT people. This was a homophobic attack.
Can I say that what the issue? Okay, I completely accept, as he does, that it was a homophobic attack. For me, the issue is there are going to be homophobic people. There'll be people who hate black people, or who hate gay people, or hate Jewish people. There are going to be people who are lunatics. There are going to be people who are fanatics.
Who are lunatics? Stop using these words, Julia.
Is it possible for me to finish one sentence?
If you stop using words like lunatic to talk about homophobic terrorist attacks.
Here's the thing. I'll choose the words I want to use, and you choose the words you want to use. Do you understand?
Go for it, Julia.
Okay. Well, thank you. So whoever these people are and whatever their motivations are,
they want to make this, at one point I think they say, like, this is an attack on all of us. So this straight guy in Britain, this is an attack on all of us. Well, I mean, if you want to extrapolate it like that, it's an attack on everybody, including the people living in the Middle East. I mean, there has to be some type of distinction, because the point is, like, how do you must be able to identify what the problem is so that you can address the problem. And if you get up there in a British accent and you're like, all lives matter, Owen, then you can't have a rational response. And let's face it, there's only one rational response to this. It's like, you can't have these type of weapons so readily available to people in society. You can't make it so that guy who has been teetering on the edge of society when it comes to violence, and who knows? Maybe him becoming more religious, if it is the case that he did, tamp down some of the violence tendencies. I mean, they preceded, obviously, this attack by at least reportedly 5 years, 6 years. Guy's beating his wife because she left the lights on or something. When he comes home, there's obviously a problem there. I know. Let's have a sale at Dick's Sporting Goods where you can pick up this rifle for, I don't know if it was Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm making that up, that part.
Yeah, be respectful of Dick's Sporting Goods.
But I mean, but that's the point.
That is the point.
All right, and so then here Owen Jones decides he's had enough of it. Listen to these guys.
A warning, or at least a call from, just going to move it across, a spokesman for Stonewall, saying that people would be feeling vulnerable, and basically indicating...
Are you going to have an LGBT voice talking about it? Interesting.
Oh.
Sorry?
Nothing, carry on, go on.
Owen, seriously.
I've had enough of this. Let me go. Sorry.
Owen,
no
genuinely,
way.
we're trying to have a civilised conversation.
I
know you're upset. You're upset,
I am,
and you're
I'm very upset.
I'm
very
quite
upset.
right. Everyone's upset and angry about this, but storming off a TV set.
Right, well, I think we'll continue the press preview.
Yes.
And
Storming off a TV set, that's the worst thing you could possibly do.
Owen, everyone is displeased. They go back in history. He wasn't beating his wife. He was beating all women. And men too, I would add.
Owen, it's television. Please.
Owen, he was also attacking normal people, not just gays.
This is a television program. How could you? How could you? Not on television.
Owen, you're going to leave. If I may say, how gay of you.
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.